Hello and welcome everyone to our YakShaver sprint review and forecast 123. Let's have a look at the sprint goal. So last sprint's goal was to expand YakShaver anywhere with multiple work item destinations, including Azure DevOps and email as fallback. That has been partially completed as the Azure DevOps is currently in the PR review phase and email hasn't started yet. The attendees are Zeno, Tino, Tom, Stephen, Callum, Adam. I quickly add that here.
Brooke, Yuli,
Adam, Eddie, Yoli. Did I forget anyone? Oh, that seems good. So looking at the internal hours, yeah, I was almost full time. I took some days off to fly to Malaysia and visit and attend Callum's wedding. So did Stephen, Zeno, Tino, and Willow. They worked part-time. All right, let's have a look at the sprint backlog. So one of the...
Can you zoom it up a little? Just,
yes.
You've got a lot of white space on both sides. Yep.
So one of the features that we have been working on was to integrate YakShaver Anywhere with the Teams flow. So I have recorded yesterday a quick video on that. It's not 100% complete as we are still waiting for the DevOps implementation. But you can already experiment and play around with it on Teams. It's a 4.5 minute video. Do you guys want to quickly have a look?
If you press play, then make sure you share your audio.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the Teams bar up so I can share the audio. So basically in Teams, we have now a new command that lets you switch between the default flow, which is the current one that everyone is familiar. That's the old legacy flow. Or you can change with the command to the new flow, which goes then basically through YakShaver Anywhere. So I'm just skipping forward. So if you type in help in YakShaver, you get the command list. And there you can see the flow command. When you type in flow new, you opt into YakShaver Anywhere. Or if you want to go back, you type in flow legacy. Then, as usual, you get a confirmation card that you are on the YakShaver Anywhere flow. And then, as usual, you just record your YakShave in Teams as before. And then I'm just skipping forward. Then YakShaver will ask you to select the project, similar like it is on the portal. Here, I just selected a developer debug dump just for test purposes.
Can I just check something on that? You know how the old flow, the legacy flow would detect the project from what you say. Does the new flow not have that feature?
Not yet. It's the same as we have in the portal. The plan is to have a the default item to be automatic, which will automatically detect it. And then you can just basically continue, or you can explicitly select the project. So we want to do that in YakShaver Anywhere on the portal when recording through it, as well as on Teams.
Okay.
But yeah, good question. So yeah, then it basically you get the processing card as per usual, and once it's done, you get your completion card. The card is slightly different. It's missing the close PBI and move PBI because that is being worked on a separate PBI and PR. So that's so far it. And it's also not the default yet because we're still waiting on the completion of DevOps integration. So at the moment, you can't move PBIs from GitHub to DevOps because the DevOps part is not integrated. So that's why some of the buttons are not available. But once it's merged and all the features are in sync with the old legacy one, we can switch it to the default mode.
Okay, is this the agentic one that you can say, email Tiago in the same YakShaver as you say, make a PBI and it'll do both?
Just to be clear, Yuli, basically what we've done here is we've taken our YakShaver Anywhere pipeline that you've already seen running from the portal, and we've plugged Teams into that same pipeline. So now when you record your video the usual way in Teams, it can go into that same pipeline. And this is part of our sort of project to unify all of YakShaver on one pipeline, and then eventually we can decommission the old Teams pipeline once we get to feature parity. But like Tom said, there's a couple of things still outstanding, like the DevOps thing that we worked on this sprint, but it's not quite done yet, and a couple of other bits and pieces. But that's sort of where we're headed.
Cool.
Yeah. That's it. Any further questions before I move on?
I guess for a new client, this is a bit of a wide-ranging question, but for a new client, a while ago, the problems we had were that it required a lot of permissions. Is that improved in the new version?
Well, you would still require the Teams permissions if you're using the Teams app, and that's kind of unavoidable. But you don't need to use the Teams app, right? You can just go directly to the YakShaver portal, record the video from the YakShaver portal, and then have it processed in the YakShaver portal, in which case you don't need any permissions really, except for GitHub, so you can create the issue.
Okay, cool.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, good question, Yuli. All right, cool. I will move on. So the next PBI, we made some changes onto the YakShaver leaderboard. So looking at that, we had a lot of feedback on UI changes. So I'm zooming out a little bit. So we made some changes on the leaderboard so that also before the after one looks now much cleaner and tighter, so it doesn't use up that much space. Same on the projects leaderboard, we get now a shave column to reveal the full breakdown when hovering over it on the projects. We improved the date range filter to have like a calendar, which looks much nicer, and yeah, you can customize the selection there. The rows that felt a little bit cluttered. That's why we did the details view here.
Can I ask what that red and blue progress bar thingy line is?
That's a very good question.
Well,
Zeno,
that's showing 27 YakShaver desktop and 20 YakShaver Anywhere, right? It's just a breakdown.
Oh, it's just a stacked row. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, then we had basically our work on Jira as well as DevOps. We worked on wiring the move and close work items for the YakShaver Anywhere feature. This is the important part. So that's what Tino worked on, which is the support on Azure DevOps. That's currently in review, so which is good. So once that is merged, we finally can integrate all the projects that we have on Azure. And then, a few bug fixes and general maintenance work. Any questions on any of the backlog items?
Yeah, if you have a look at the UI of that hover, you have to know to hover over just the number of shaves. If you actually go and look at it live, it's when a feature like this is done, I think it was done by Zeno, is that right?
Yeah.
Zeno, I think that you should obviously get it tested on staging and then deploy it, and then ask, and once it's deployed, ask another couple of people if it works fine. But I think it's a little undiscoverable. Like it's possibly it should happen on the entire row. As you hover over Stephen, up comes his thing, or you put a little visual bit in there that you hover over, and then it comes up. Because I was just watching Brooke test it out. He could not find where it was. He didn't know to hover over the number.
The problem is these are clickable rows, aren't they? That take you through to the project breakdown or something.
Yes, so he could click on it and go through, but he wasn't getting that hover and was wondering where it was.
Yeah, but
so
you don't
we probably need some sort of visual thing to show you can hover on the number to see it or something. Because otherwise you have no way of knowing that you can find this information by hovering, right?
Yeah, but also if you hover over anywhere in the row and it comes up, you'll assume it's not a clickable row.
That could be another thing. Yeah.
So maybe just hover on the number to show it, but we need a visual indicator on the number to show you can hover to show it.
Yeah. Although we could get rid of the click-through, because this is all the information you want anyway from the click-through.
No, you want the click-through, I think, because if you want to give someone the link, yeah.
Alternative, we could add a third column with like a little eye icon, and if people hover either over the eye or click on it, we can.
Yeah, you could do it that way. You hover over the entire row, and it pops up, and then on the pop-up it says more, and then you click that, and then you go through.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's also a possibility. Stephen, can you make a quick note on it?
Yeah, but I would talk to a couple of people first that care about UI.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Thank you, Adam, for that. Okay, moving on. So looking at the velocity, we overcommitted a little bit this sprint, but also we had a bit of a reduced YakShaver team as we all attended, or most of us attended Callum's wedding.
Sorry.
Yeah, Callum. Hopefully only once, right? So
Ideally.
we still, almost
nervous laugh.
Deliver 50%. Okay, looking at the R&D, there was no R&D core activities in this sprint. And for the AI tool usage, I hand it over to Stephen quickly.
For the AI tools, everyone was almost keep the same, except Callum's that you play with Godbot. How's your experience, Callum, with Godbot?
I think Grokbot is really cool. I've been playing around with it a lot. It is kind of like OpenClaw, except it's all cloud hosted and it just works. Whereas OpenClaw has a bunch of messing around you need to do to make it work. So really the UX is a really awesome feature in Grokbot.
Callum and I are recording a short for SSW TV this Arvo about it.
Oh, looking forward to it.
Now, has everybody on the team recorded a YakShave in the last week? Because I expect you to say, YakShaver at the end of each one of your names. Your tools.
That's already given.
Is it? So Zeno, did you record a YakShave this week?
Yeah. I got some feedback from Brooke.
Callum, did you?
No, I didn't actually. I've been on leave for the whole week, so I haven't actually recorded YakShave.
So I don't think you should make it a given, Tom. I think you should. Yeah, and also, I'm going to guess Callum would prefer you were specific. Are you using YakShaver desktop or YakShaver anywhere, or?
Yeah, just like we say Claude Max and 5X and 20X, I guess we should say which specific product.
Yeah.
Zeno, YakShaver, which one did you use? Desktop, Teams?
Using anywhere.
And where is Tino?
Tino is here next to
Oh, there he is. Okay. He's coming onto Zeno. It's getting very confused. All
right. Tino, did you use YakShaver this week?
Yes, I use YakShaver anywhere.
And Steven?
No, I was on leave last week.
Fair enough. Well, that's updated. Thank you for that. All right, moving on to the AI stats. Zeno, can you quickly cover that section for us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can everyone hear Zeno?
Yes.
Yeah, so for the cloud stats, it has summarized what we have did in the past sprint. All the items is correct and accurate. And also for the Copilot stat, it's summarize the main issues we have completed. So we did some good progress on all our sprint goals. It's about integrate the Azure DevOps for YakShaver Anywhere. So that's Tino's work. I think it's also accurate.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Zeno. And then going through the sprint retro, I hand that over to Tino.
Okay, so for Sprint Retro, what went well? Tino says that YakShaver Anywhere can now create issues in Azure DevOps, which is awesome. PR is up and under review. For Zeno, we are focusing more on new health check pipelines to monitor your state. So production errors surface early. Thomas Steven, team kept delivering through disruption like incidents and travel. In Callum's wedding. And what didn't go well, Azure DevOps longer than expected, and the integration went well past its estimate. But thanks to Rob, we were able to get that going very well. Improvements for the next sprint.
Hold on.
Yep.
First of all, we can barely hear you. Well, we can hear you. It's just bad quality. You're a long way from a mic.
Mike,
I will
scoot
just
over
tell
a
you
little.
from my perspective,
Yeah.
that Callum had a wedding. Many of the members of the team went to Malaysia, and we had a big, nasty outage. And no one was able, we couldn't speak to Callum, he's getting married. We couldn't speak to Tom, couldn't speak to Stephen, couldn't speak to Lewis. It was difficult. And it wasn't like you guys could quickly reply and say, speak to Tino and Zeno, they've been briefed on what to do. They're in charge. It felt like no one existed. So this is very similar to a feeling I had on some Sunday when the service went down. It just felt like no one cared, and it hadn't been handed over. Now, it could be wrong, and so maybe it was properly handed over and I missed certain messages, but it certainly didn't feel like the Chinese team had ownership of this. Am I wrong or am I right?
Rick came to us was the problem prompto, and then we handled.
But Rick is on client work.
Yes.
So maybe that's the right thing to do, but it feels like it shouldn't need to go to Rick if you have already been briefed. Did Tom and Stephen Q say to you, guys, can we trust you? Do you know what to do? Do you know you need to be the point man here? Were you aware, or did it take you by surprise?
We were taken by surprise.
Yes, right. That's the feeling I thought, because no one was doing anything. And Rick shouldn't have to come off client work to try to drive through something and hand it over to you before. Now, I'm not saying it's your fault either. Obviously, Tom and Stephen should be saying, we're away. We've got to do something here. Can you cover us? Just in case, like YakShaver almost always works, but the time it didn't work was while you're away, which I don't even think it was your fault. It was the certificate fault, wasn't it? What was it?
I think one of the keys expired during that time.
Right. Yeah.
And then, it took a while to get access and re-roll it.
So, yeah, terrible timing, but I don't think that you had the situation covered. I don't think you had done your proper preparation. So I don't feel like it should be what went well. I feel like it should be what didn't go well. The team didn't brief the Chinese team to take ownership, and the disruption was headless. We had nobody to run to. And we had to improvise by Rick coming to the rescue or something. And the sysadmins ended up resolving it, I guess, did they?
Well, it was Zeno who did the fixing, and then
Oh, so there was a code change, was there?
Yeah.
I find out the root cause for the production environment errors, and I try to connect with the system admin, so they help me to get the permission. So I renew the secret there. So it is a hot fix for our production errors, and also Tino and Will did some work to like create the related issues to prevent those error happen again. So that's what we did.
Okay, thank you. Now, I could be wrong here, but I don't feel like the third point of what went well is something that went well. I would strike it through if it was me, but maybe I am not understanding everything that happened.
Yeah.
I think that was interpreted by AI. I think the what went where we talked about Callum's wedding was exciting, and somehow AI just added the disruption bit into this part when it does the summary.
Yeah,
That's why the disruption part was inside the what went where.
Yeah, we can paraphrase it or remove it.
Okay, well, that's one done. What improvements that we can do for our next sprint? Tom says that make troubleshooting easier, surface the record ID in the portal UI, so devs stop hunting through databases to access and to trace a recording. Tom also says add a developer role in the portal, a role between admin and user, so devs can view shave details without a package approval detour. Callum says give AI-generated PBIs proper names. Tourist titles like Azure DevOps should be prefix and descriptive. Action during the call for GitHub issues 3929 and 3930 were renamed. Yeah. I don't know what this is near.
Yeah. Any questions to the retrospective? If
No,
not,
that's
then
good.
yeah. All right, then let's have a look at the sprint planning for next sprint. So the sprint goal for the next sprint is basically to finish up the Azure DevOps implementation as well as the direct email fallback. And then, yeah, Willow and Rick are going on client work. Well, Rick is on client work and we are losing Willow. She's basically started client work this sprint.
Did you
So it's
manually strike those two guys through?
No, AI did that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, it's just gonna be Zeno, Tino, Steven, and myself working on YakShaver for next sprint. And looking at the sprint backlog, we have a whole bunch of bugs that we are going to fix. And one important one is YakShaver Anywhere issues are currently created without screenshots. So that's something we're gonna look into and fix up. And then we also, due to the incident that we have, we want to make the app registration secrets rotation atomic and partially automated so that we do not encounter this issue in the future anymore. Then in the integrations page, we currently have also some missing intro text. There's a connection status bug that we need to resolve and some responsiveness issues on the iPad too.
So I'm not seeing SSW relay in this sprint review. Is it any of those items there?
What is SSW relay?
Oh,
No, that's not related to YakShaver.
I thought YakShaver was using it.
Not yet.
Okay, but are you working on it this sprint?
Yep, I haven't spoken to Tom about it yet, though.
Okay. Should it be in this sprint?
Possibly.
Okay.
But it wouldn't be working on it. It would just be using it to do all the work that is on the list.
Okay, but if you're working on this team and you're building that infrastructure for this team and others, and like it should go somewhere, I would say under this stuff. But
yeah, I think it belongs under the AI team probably, rather than
Okay.
the YakShaver team. But yeah,
Okay.
it should be somewhere,
All right.
definitely.
Okay, can we just go up to the goals of the sprint?
Yeah.
Land the YakShaver anywhere work item destinations. Yuli, do you get what this means?
Yeah, it's
Alan?
basically at the moment you've only got access to GitHub, so you can only make PBIs and fling them into GitHub. You can't fling them into Azure DevOps or email. So
Right.
that's what they're trying to fix. Which
Okay.
is the main thing I'm thinking. Like as I look through the planning, is I hope that gets done. So I'm glad that's a sprint goal.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear that. That just struck me that with what's going on with YakShaver, it should do GitHub correctly, well, and we should be getting other people that are not using it with GitHub. But if you're waiting on this one, it makes a lot more sense then. I don't think land the sounds very natural.
It's Claudie. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think
It's coming from the AI. Yeah.
I think I'd delete the words land the.
I think
because-
I actually said we should land it because I was sort of ironically speaking like Claude, and that's probably where I got it from.
Okay, but we don't want any evidence of
Then we can
YakShaver
delve.
of AI slop anywhere. So, okay, so basically Azure DevOps. Okay. I think it should be YakShaver anywhere. Azure DevOps work items. Isn't that what you're after?
And email, yeah.
It's this
Well,
is like
Yeah,
it's
I don't think-
multi work item destination. It's not just DevOps, right?
Oh, it's
we also
not?
yeah, it's not just DevOps. We have Jira and also emails. Like it's yeah. It's
Are we doing Jira now? Are we?
What? Jira has been already merged into me, so it's like it's working.
That was last sprint, right?
Yeah, that was last sprint. Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Because that's been a big adoption problem. A lot of clients who wanted to use it used Jira and so couldn't.
Yeah. And any other changes to the sprint goals, Adam or Yuli, Callum?
No, all good.
So just a minor thing. Before I saw the sprint goal, we were looking at the PBIs, and I was looking for the ones that I care about, which is the Azure DevOps and email. And neither of them are bolded, even though it's a sprint goal.
Yeah, that's a good point. I had
In
to rename
addition-
them and then I deleted accidentally the bolding of them.
In addition, they need to be at the top. When you guys look at a sprint backlog, it should always be ordered in the order that you plan to work on.
Yeah,
So
good
the
call.
most important things at the top, the least important at the bottom. Just like a normal backlog.
Yeah,
There's also a couple of items there with no estimates.
yeah. I will fix them up before sending the email.
Okay, thank you.
Are we using much Armada at the moment?
Yeah, so in the sprint today in the morning, I added a whole bunch of Armada pull requests into the sprint for the people to review.
Beautiful.
Which I have to sync to the email, which I haven't yet.
Okay.
So as you can see, there's like a few Armada items in the sprint.
Oh,
that
Very
I
nice.
nice.
Are you
Cool.
enjoying?
That's
Yeah.
you go.
Oh, you go. You.
I was just going to say that's Relay is the next version of Armada, right? So when you mentioned
Correct.
Relay, that's what we're talking about.
And it will take all of Tom's improvements that he's got, plus some more stuff as well. And I'll talk to you about that when it's ready.
Yeah. Sounds good. So just a question on it. So is it then worth me spending more work in Armada or not?
I think so, because basically we're just building on top of everything you're doing, plus some other stuff too. So there's no reason why you shouldn't keep going if there are problems to fix.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. Good to know. Yeah. And then the last item, which we also gonna work in, is to improve the automated health checks and monitoring to alert us if there are any issues via email or Teams messaging. If there are no further questions, then let's move to the AI stats for the forecast, and I hand it again to Zeno.
And can you put the figures to the left, please? A line left.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that in this email, like the web version, but in the email that I'm gonna send out, I will do that.
Yeah, any changes like that, you can ask Luke Mao to do it.
Yeah. I will make a note and contact Luke Mao after this meeting.
Yeah, it's for SSW Cheetah.
Yep.
Can I make a long-term request that we probably get rid of the AI stats section of sprint reviews, because I don't feel like it adds much.
No, we definitely won't be getting rid of it, because we have a conversation in most of the teams about it. We just had a long conversation this morning with the team about it.
But isn't this just going through the same thing we just went through, but the AI's interpretation of the same thing?
Oh, sorry. What are we talking about? The stats? Oh, sorry.
What's on screen?
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the AI tools.
Yeah, no, I think the AI tools are good, but I don't see much point as well on the AI stats.
Yeah, I guess AI stats are less and less relevant as we have the AI actually generating the entire email anyway now. Like this is just embedding
it's a hang-up.
An AI summary inside an AI summary. You're right, it probably isn't super necessary.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure the team have this, do they?
No.
No.
We have Copilot stats, but even then we
have the Copilot stats, but we don't have this.
That sounds like approval to remove it.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, it speeds up all our future meetings.
I'm not sure who put it in there.
All right, cool. Kill it.
All right.
Okay. I've already noted it down.
Thank you, Steven. Good. Then I skip over it. And then
Tom, when you speak to Luke about this, ask why does the team not get that, but you guys do get it because you're using the same Cheetah template.
Yeah.
The template is customizable, so I guess either the team removed it or the YakShaver team added it, one way or the other.
Okay.
Yep. So I will check with Luke with that, and that pretty much concludes the forecast. After the meeting, I will upload the recording to our SSW YakShaver YouTube channel. And yeah, thank you everyone for your time, and see you next time.
Thanks, Tom.
Which will be back in Sydney for me.
Enjoy China.
See you.